Welcome back to 100 Days of 7 Days to Die. We rejoin the action on day 53 as we head back to the Wasteland to do a tier 5 mission at the US Army Post number 7. Yesterday we built the gyrocopter and flew here for the first time to clear the Dishong Tower, but unfortunately video evidence of that is lost because I'm an idiot and I forgot to hit record. To be honest, it's a miracle that this is the first time it's happened in the 2-year history of the channel, so I'm not too mad. But anyway, this army post was pretty straightforward. Clear all the barracks and the other buildings outside, and then head into the main block in the middle. Now, if you've seen recent episodes, then you'll know that we've been going heavy on the stealth, and this was no exception. Considering I'm trying to survive the full 100 days without dying a single death, this is probably the most sensible way to approach it. And oh my god, am I glad that stealth is just completely OP right now in this version of the game, because I'm absolutely 100% certain that if I wasn't using stealth in this POI, it would have been the end of the series. Now, one of the things I'm loving about it is that the SMG with the silencer seems to be almost as effective and almost as silent as using the crossbow, so the main reason really that I'm still using the crossbow is just to conserve ammo. Now, we do have the loot room just around to the right here through that gap, and as we can see, it's kind of one big circular room. All the zombies have spawned in, all the red dots. I'm just picking off a few here, and things are about to get very hairy. So, a quick reload. What I didn't realise is that I was already being followed. My stamina's fucked because I've been scoping the whole time. I can't run. I can't attack. I'm just going back into the fucking loot room. Now, this is the moment I would have died, but check this out. I duck. I'm completely hidden and they just stop chasing me. Oh my god, look at this. So I got a bit of stamina back, did another lap of the room, jumped over some zombies and then legged it back out the way I came in. Got around a corner, ducked, and I was hidden again. And that is how good stealth is right now. So, I spent a few minutes just clearing up the rest of these zombies. It actually took me a full day, as in one full real-time hour to do this. It would have been quicker if I wasn't stealthing, but, you know, you gotta take the rough with the smooth. Alright, that's the area clear. This button opened the loot room and actually spawned a bunch more in, so yeah, we just had to take care of those. Again, just standing here, shooting them in the head, and they don't know where it's coming from. Look at that, sneak damage, every shot. Sneak damage, they've got no idea. And that was it, mission done. We did picked up quite a nice turret bundle, that little red icon there, from the main loot, so we'll stick some guns down outside. We had some issues last horde with the zombies making it up onto the roof, so we'll put a bit of extra protection for ourselves up there. But anyway, while we're here in the Wasteland, and before we fly all the way home again, I figured we'd do another mission, the Pop and Pills. We've done this one in a previous episode because it's right next to our base at home, so we don't need to see that again. Again, here's another loot bundle. The blade trap bundle, which I think actually has 10 blade traps in it. So yeah, saving us loads of either money if we're going to buy them or resources for crafting. Pretty good loot. Yeah, those are probably the best things for us at this stage of the game, you know. All the rest of the loot is pretty much junk for us. Well, I suppose ammo. What else is there? We've got pretty much everything we need. Anyway, smooth landing back at base in the desert. And speaking of horde and the little shenanigans that we were faced with in the last one, I figured one of the things I was going to try to do was just close off the downstairs so that zombies don't feel inclined to kind of go through the building to get to us, so they're hopefully going to go round now. Got some windows in. I'll probably end up replacing all these windows. Yeah, we'll renovate the whole thing. And yeah, just shore the building up so zombies aren't going to come in. And yeah, here we are. We've had a bunch of concrete crafting in the workstation since we've been away. So we can finish off the second half of the staircase at the main base. Just putting that together now. There we go. Job done. Next, I decided to put a bedroll down in the back end, you know, the left side of the town hall as we face the front door, because yeah, apparently that can prevent zombies spawning on Horde night. Something that I didn't realise is that the land claim blocks don't prevent zombie spawns on Horde night. So here we're just getting some electricity in to the main base area. I'm going to move the dew collectors because I wanted to put some guns here by the door just in case zombies do end up getting up here. I have gone through the whole building 10 times already and just checked that there's absolutely no way for zombies to actually get up to our level here. So if they're getting up here, they're spawning up here. I doubt that's going to happen now, but just in case it does, we've got some protection. Now for the most important bit, there we go, we're open for business. Done. Now I was lucky that we actually picked up one of those blade trap bundles in the loot earlier, because I would have been pretty fucked off otherwise if I'd have made these. I have no idea why the structural integrity seems to have issues when you're putting blade traps on here. Yeah, I don't know. I tried a couple of different positions. It worked there, didn't work on the side. I don't know why. Maybe they can't be too far out from like the central support down to the ground. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but anyway, just did some experimenting and put a few down. We've got a couple on the side here just for good measure as well, because I figured that they're going to take that line, trying to take the you know, the shortest route to us, so they'll take that inside line. Hopefully on Horde night, those blade traps will mash some zombies up before they get to us. Now here I had to go all the way back to the forest biome to get some chrysanthemums so that I could make some more paint, because obviously paint is very, very important. We've got to tart the place up. And that's pretty much what I spent all of day 56 doing, just getting this thing built, getting it painted. I don't know why, but you know, when you're playing 100 days and trying to cut 10 days down into a half an hour episode, you can afford the time to fuck around a bit. So here we go. Here's the day 56 horde coming right up. Okay, birds are in the house. They're not literally in the house. I mean, they're here. That was me talking street talk. Something I should probably avoid. Alright, the turrets on top are taking care of the birds. That's good. A little bit concerned that I can't see any zombies right now, but I can hear them getting mashed up. Blade traps are doing their job. And here we go. Let the ammo dump commence. Now, we're using AP 9mm ammo, so what we're planning to do is basically just wait for multiple zombies to get on this tightrope and then try and headshot as much as we can, and get more bang for our buck with each bullet, because I think it has a penetration value that means it can hit, or it can penetrate one target. So if we're pointing towards one head and there's another head behind it, and we'll get both. So just trying to economise on the bullets there. We do have demolishers, as you might have noticed, in this wave. And if you didn't notice, and if you didn't believe me, check this out. There go our blade traps. I think they were dead anyway. I don't really know the point in having blade traps unless you can stand right next to them and repair them, because they just get mashed up and destroyed really quickly. But yeah, anyway, this was pretty much the pattern for the whole Horde night. As it got closer to 4 AM, I started to try to, you know, be a little bit more economical with my bullets, not just spraying and praying, but actually being conscious that I'm going to have to go out and mine a whole bunch more fucking ingredients and gunpowder and lead and all that crap. But yeah, it was just a formality at this point. I'm really not worried about the Horde nights at all now. The base seems to be, unless we get like 3 or 4 demolishers all going off at the same time, I think we're going to be sweet. And that is that. Now, one thing that I did notice during the Horde was that I completed a challenge, which was to kill 50 whites. And I was pretty excited about that because, as a reward, we get a legendary crafting bundle. So I'll go off and claim that now. And I could count on you. Here you go. I knew I shouldn't have got my hopes up because I thought it was going to be one of those bundles where I get 4 legendary parts. But no, I had to pick a particular weapon, and it gave me a legendary crafting bundle for that weapon, which only gave me 1 legendary part. But never mind. Day 57 I dedicated to just going around gathering resources, trying to find as many polymers as I could, because polymers are required for crafting steel crossbow bolts. Managed to gather over 400 in that little session until I went off and did some mining. Like I mentioned, lead and gunpowder ingredients, because we need to craft some more fucking ammo, because we have got to that point now where we're going to have to just bite the bullet and just use a lot of ammo on Horde nights. That is, if I actually want to start leveling up faster, because in one of the previous episodes, I think the last episode, I remarked how my total zombie kills seemed a bit low, on around 5,000, considering how many days into the game I am. And I think that's because I've just been meleeing Horde night. I think with the baton, you know, you've got that stun repulsor mod, and it's sending the zombies flying, and it's all entertaining and everything. It's really fun, but it's not actually killing that many zombies, because they, you know, by the time they get back to the fighting position, especially if they're rads, they've regenerated their energy. So yeah, it takes ages to bloody kill them. Whereas with the guns, headshots all the way, and yeah, I killed a lot more zombies on the Horde night this night. So probably at least once between every Horde night, I'm going to have to dedicate a whole day to, yeah, just to crafting ammo and stuff. Now, I probably wouldn't have bothered doing this, but my boy Brandy mentioned having a helipad on top of the town hall, so yeah, once the idea was in there, I couldn't resist. So we chopped off the, I don't know, do you call it a steeple if it's not a church? What is it? Anyway, the top of the town hall's gone. We've made a flat platform, and we're going to try to land the helicopter on it. As we'll see, the first attempt didn't go all that well. It's pretty fucking difficult, to be honest. Completely missed it. Second attempt, although it doesn't look like it right now, was actually a lot more successful. I think I've got the knack pretty quickly. There we go. You just have to hit the thing and then jump off before it rolls away. There we go. 1 helipad. So, day 58, back in the Wasteland, and I figured, I don't know, I want to get through these tier 5 missions as quick as possible so we can get to tier 6, and I actually don't think that the infestation missions are that difficult when you're stealthing like this, so I've decided to do the gun range as an infested for yeah, one of my tier 5s, and as we can see here, just again, stealth all the way, baby. Absolutely no worries. Got a bit cheeky here with the Molotov. Didn't really pay off. The zombies still don't know where I am, so yeah, it doesn't really help. Anyway, I'll just show you a few of these kills here. I mean, let's be honest, it's getting pretty samey, isn't it? Alright, into the main area. We're going to just jump down, run around, trigger the zombies, and then run back over, jump over this gate, get on the roof, come back up this way. They can't get us up here, so I spent a little while just, picking them off from a distance. I did that for a little bit, but I don't know, because the zombies didn't know where I am, I couldn't shoot half of them because they were just around corners and weren't coming towards me or anything. So yeah, got bored, came down, decided to go guns blazing. I think I do probably need to learn to be a bit more brave and start using this as a more common tactic, just run around with the gun, and then if things do get out of hand, then I'll just try and hide. Because, I mean, to be honest, as cool as it is, and as safe as it is, it's getting a bit boring just doing this stealth all the time, just fucking sneaking around. Anyway, that was that. Go and get the loot. We'll pick up another one of those bundle bonus thingies there. What is that? An auto turret bundle. I think that gives us an SMG turret, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what we get in those ammo stashes for the tier 6 when we get to it, because yeah, they're all really pretty good. Right, on to the next mission, and we're doing the high school. Again, this is actually a tier 4 POI, so we're doing it as a tier 5, means it's infestation. And I'll just show you a few of these dumb zombies that don't realise we're sneaking up on them. And these guys start running towards me. Check out this big mummer in a second. Look, I just shot her, she turns around, doesn't know I'm there. I missed her, and then sneak damage. I mean, I shot her right in the face. Alright, a few more easy kills. Picked up a few books here, I can't remember what they were now, but doesn't really matter at this point. Now, I'm not actually as familiar as everyone else seems to be with this place, and I didn't realise that the zombies were actually up there in the rafters. Kicking things off with a Molotov. Again, still the zombies don't know where I am, so even with my guns blasting, I'm able to just stand here and pick them off. There's a blue bag up there, I think I forgot. I'm only just noticing it now in editing. Alright, one last dude here, and we are clear. Let's have a look what's in the box. Food bundle that time. And just some gubbins. Alright, so I'm finding that I've only got the mental energy to do a couple of these missions in the Wasteland every play session, so yeah, we headed back to base to spend day 59 just doing some more base renovations, including making this look a bit more fancy. Check it out. It's a proper helipad now. I ain't gonna fuck around trying to make it circular. It's just gonna have to say square, so it's gonna have to be good enough. Now, I don't know, paint's pretty cheap to make, so I don't know, it doesn't really matter if I waste a load of it, but yeah, I spent way too much time just fiddling around trying to see how I might tart the whole town hall up. Yeah, it looks, I don't know, looks like looks like something a fucking child did. But we'll get there. I'm going to, experiment a bit more. I did quite like the look of this particular texture that I discovered for the wall, which is coming up right now. This one. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Some sort of, some sort of metal. Looks pretty cool. We'll see if I still like it by the time I log on and have another game next time I play. But yeah, that's where we are. This is how the base looks. It's coming on. I'm pretty determined to completely renovate it by the end of the series. But before we get there, obviously, we've got 40 more days. Oh my god. Starting off with today, which is day 60, the last day in this episode. And, I don't know, we don't have to do all of our tier 5 missions in the Wasteland. If we want to grip through and get to the tier 6 as soon as possible, then why not do the tier 5s right on our own doorstep? And this ostrich hotel literally is on our own doorstep, you can see it from the base. Anyway, lots more of this. the general gist of this POI is you go to the roof and then you just make your way down through the hotel floor by floor, clearing out all the rooms. I think if I wasn't stealthing, again, this would be quite a difficult POI. Oh, look at this. It's just target practice. Okay, so yeah, this is just a quick look on the inside of the hotel there, just so you can see through each floor. One of the things I found about this POI is that you can always hear dogs. It sounds like every floor you go to, you can hear a dog, but I don't know where the hell they are. This guy I found, obviously, but yeah, there we go. Anyway, once you get to the bottom, head down into the car park in the basement. 2 doors, both take you to the same place. And again, stealthy. Well, I suppose that is until I got bored and decided how far I could push the envelope on the stealth and use the explosive crossbow bolts. Which, shockingly, weren't killing many zombies, so I don't know what they're good for. I guess I haven't got any points in explosives, so they're not actually that strong. Maybe that's it, but I would have expected to get the sneak damage. Oh, I did get sneak damage, okay. Well, I don't know what's going on. It takes an absolute fucking direct hit to kill just one. Might as well just use the regular crossbow bolts. Yeah, so anyway, like I said, there's a lot more of this. A bit more of that. Sneaky, sneaky, shooty, shooty. Speedy, speedy. Looty, looty. Interestingly, I don't know if this... Well, actually, it's a red dot, so it does count. But I was going to say, I don't know if this demolisher counts as one that I have to clear, because it only spawns in once I open this door. But yeah, there we go. Little spoiler if you haven't done this place before. The demo turns up when you open the garage door. Now, I picked up a loot, and I think we've got another thingy bob in here. Look at that auto turret bundle. And we haven't quite cleared all the zombies out, so I just had to pop upstairs and kill a couple more after taking the loot to the bike. And that was all she wrote for day 60 and for this episode.